Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Khan Hussain, and I'm excited to talk about an issue that's hidden in plain sight, that is user burnout and its cybersecurity consequences. As we all become more digitally connected, the systems we use for work, school, and personal life demand constant attentions. Alerts, password changes, security warning, and updates. At some point, even the most careful user become tired, overwhelmed, and eventually non-compliant. This presentation will walk you through what that looks like, why it's matter, and what we can do about it. Now the abstracts. This project explores the growing concern of security fatigue, where users become overwhelmed by constant security demands, resulting in reduced compliance and increased risk. Our goal is to investigate how repetitive or unclear security protocols influence behavior and trust. The lack of actionable insight for non-technical users represents a critical gap. The central research question is, how does user burnout impact cybersecurity compliance? I'll conduct a mixed method study involving simulated security tests and survey to measure fatigue, error rates, and compliance. The ultimate objective is to deliver practical recommendations to reduce fatigues and enhance secure behavior in digital environments. Now, motivation and the purpose. First, the security threats are rapidly increasing across all sectors. Why this is so important now? In today's world, users face more security demand than ever before. We are asked to remember long, complex passwords. We are forced to complete two-factor authentication, even just to check email. And we constantly get pop-up alerts about viruses, suspicious activity, and updates. This may seem fine at first, but over time, it creates a mental overload. What starts as vigilance can turn into frustration or even worse. Some users start ignoring warning, others reuse weak password or avoid security updates altogether. This is where burnout happens. When the mental demand exceeds what user can sustainably manage. Our purpose in the study is to find out better balance. How can we maintain security while protecting the users from cognitive exhaustions? Now the research gaps and questions. When I look at the current literature, I found something surprising. Most studies focus on the technical solutions like firewalls, antivirus software, encryption infrastructure defense, but very few focus on people who actually interact with this system daily. How do they feel? What causes them to disengage from the security task? What happens when their trust or energy wear out? The human aspect is often missing from mainstream cybersecurity research. So we ask questions. How does security fatigue affect user compliance? We believe that improving security starts with understanding the user experience, like what causes fatigue, how it builds over time, and what is less to in practice. Now, the research objectives. As you can see, there are four main points I have focused on the slide. First, identify behavioral sign of burnout, like user skipping warning, delaying updates, or creating weak password despite being told not to. Number two, understand the triggers. whether it is the sheer number of prompts, the timing, or how confusing the instructions are. Number three, measure user behavior under stress. Does user still follow procedure when overwhelmed, or do they default to unsafe habits? And finally, and most importantly, we aim to recommend practical solutions, not just more rules, but smarter alerts, clear instruction, and security practice that fit into a user daily routine. These goals are designed to bring balance back to cybersecurity, such as ensuring protection without sacrificing the user mental bandwidth. Now, the methodology. To explore these objectives, we are conducting a small but focused experimental study with the 50 participants. They will be randomly split into two groups, a control group and a test group. A control group which experiences a standard number of security prompts, and a test group which face excessive alert, more pop-ups, more warning, and more tasks. We'll observe how they react in real time. We'll measure task completion. Did they follow through on the alert or ignore them? And we'll figure out response time. Did they take longer because they were frustrated or confused? And finally, self-reported stress level using post-test survey on a Likert scale. We also been using screen recording and even logs to get more objective view of user behavior. This combination of quantitative and qualitative data gives us a comprehensive perspective, not just what people say, but what they actually do under pressure. Now, the hypothesis and impact. So, what do we expect to find? Our hypothesis is the group of exposed to frequent prompts will show a sign of decreasing performance. They will likely ignore or delay security actions, making more mistakes, reporting report feeling more stressed or frustrated. If this is confirmed, it will suggest overloading user with prompts actually make system less secure. This has big implication for how cybersecurity products are designed. Instead of assuming more is better, we'll have evidence to argue that less can be more when it is smarter. We hope this study help organizations build security frameworks that are effective, efficient, and user-friendly. Now the references. These are the foundation source behind our study: research on user behavior, security fatigue, cognitive loads, and information systems. They have guided both the design and direction of our projects. I would like to thank you for your time and attention. These topics might seem small at first glance, but it is the kind of issue that, when addressed, can significantly improve both security and user satisfaction. I now welcome your questions, thoughts, or feedback, and I look forward to the discussions.